Alright. And hello and welcome back to Arbitration Studios, continuing our journey across the whole damn thing of Mass Effect. I'm JP Arbiter.
And I am Captain Jack.
And we are going with our boyfriends.
Oh, sweet, sweet Rex.
Actually, whoop, cancel. Remove from squad. We're going with Tali and Rex, because might need to do some hacking. But yeah, and we are going to kick Saren's ass on Virmire.
Indeed. Good times.
I do like this whole sequence. It's so very, like...
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take him out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar.
That's actually kind
just
hot.
Holy shit!
That's kind of hot the way she says that, though, really. Mm-hmm. You know, when you think about it. Go in hot and take him out.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
Do you really need to do evasive maneuvers when you can just go to the other side of the planet in minutes?
I wasn't going to say anything, but there is a certain point where having a spaceship makes a lot of these sorts of things. Oh, you're just shooting the
tripod crabs? Yes.
Yes.
I'm allergic to shellfish, so fuck them.
Well, I mean, it's understandable.
If I can't eat it, they don't deserve to live. Granted, that's kind of interesting since they have to die, so I can't eat them, but...
Hey, no, I get it.
Daka. Hold on. Now. Okay.
A tanker you are not.
Well, you know, they only have iron sights on this thing. No computer-assisted targeting that, you know... adjust for, like, barometric pressure.
Hey, no, you know what?
And the rotation of the Earth and crap. I
always, like, the fact that this thing shoots like you're firing just a regular gun bothers the hell out of me. Because you don't even get the targeting, really, that you would get if you had a regular firearm.
I do love, I did a little reading on the, there's a codex entry for everything.
Yep.
And one thing is that galactic military strategy for literally every other species never got beyond the creation of the arquebus. It was still massed infantry formations for the Turians and the Krogan and even the Asari. You know, just relying on ships basically to break stuff. So humanity comes on the scene, and what do? Our garrisons are more surveillance posts than anything, and we hit supply lines and fight your ability to wage war instead of fighting wars. And it's just like, and you know, no wonder we kicked your ass.
Well, if in a lot of fantasy, in a lot of sci-fi that I've read, and a lot of, you know, futurist kind of thought, is this idea that we've evolved, humans have really evolved to be, if not the perfect soldier, the perfect maker of war. You know, and to win wars. You know, we typically
not fight wars.
Wars. Not fight them, but to win them. Because I mean, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot of imagination to come up with ways that evolution could build a sentient being that was much more suited for combat than we are. What we're eminently suited for is the quick, the near instantaneous quick adaptability to war that really is required for winning wars.
And the other thing, arguably, is, and this is just my perspective on it, psychologically, human beings are pretty damn durable.
Well, physically, too, constitution-wise...
Yeah, well, and not... and physical endurance in terms of constitution, you know, built to go the distance. Not built to overpower immediately, but built to never stop.
Nope.
You know, that's where the idea of persistence hunting is. The cheetah will outrun us, but guess what? We can learn to track the cheetah.
Well,
so every time it stops to take a much-needed break and looks up, we're there, and it's going, why?
I mean, we're essentially a biological Terminator.
And it's amazing that more science fiction novels that involve aliens, that's not humanity's defining trait is persistence.
Well, I mean, I've often thought about the whole, for instance, ship making. Like, why our ships typically look the way they do? Well, our ships are built because, you know, you can have, if you're in space, your ship can look however you want it to look. It doesn't need to be aerodynamic. It doesn't need to have it, you know, it can...
Really, the ideal kind of spaceship is arguably something semi-spherical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because at that point, the sphere is the most resilient three-dimensional shape in existence. Because you apply pressure at one point, it just that pressure will spread to all other points.
And but we make our ships in a certain way, and relatively speaking, they look a certain way. And now physics has a lot to do with that. Physics is going to have a lot to do with that. When we do get out into space and we do start making spaceships, they're not going to look like the spaceships that you get in, say, Star Trek or Star Wars. Because physics is going to dictate, you know, we're going to need to do certain things.
Yeah, for example, one of my favorite examples of that would be the Corellian Corvette is actually a feasible ship design. There's just one small problem. It wouldn't be the 4 to 6 decks that run the entire length of the ship. That would be like a 20-story building laid on its side.
Right. Now... you know,
in order, so that way its thrust could act as a gravity substitute.
Right, and of course you also want to have a shield cap. You know, you want to have water-filled, you know, things to block radiation, because water does a really good job of that. So there's a lot of things that physics is going to dictate on why things look the way they do. But not only physics does that, but also the just the mentality of humans, where we think of things in a certain way. We, you know, Geth, for instance, make their things to be fairly insectoid. Why? Because they're a machine, and they've looked in nature and they've seen, oh, the insectoid is a viable, usable shape. It's massively successful in its environment. It's a, you know,
it's built for strength. It's built for endurance.
Yeah, and in the case of humans, we build the same way, but we build based on our own kind of mindset of, you know, hunter. We got a forward-facing vessel. We got forward-facing eyes. We got, you know, if it's going to be a carrier, it's going to have decks. You know, it's going to have fighter decks, which, I mean, we could go into why fighters in space are stupid, but, you know, if it does, you know, I say they're stupid from a realistic standpoint. From an entertainment standpoint, they're awesome.
Manned fighters are stupid. Drone fighters are not.
Geth getting up all in your business is not cool. But, you know, so a lot of ships are the way they are in science fiction because that's the way they want them to look. But also a lot of ships, they're going to look very much like that because that's how the human brain works. You know, they're going to look like this hunter thing. And I think at first they're going to look like really, once we really start building them and get up there and everything, they're really going to look, if they look like anything, they're going to look like a submarine. It's going to have bits and bobs on it.
Big old Flash Gordon literal rocket ships.
Yeah, it's going to have bits and bobs on it and everything like that. But once you pull those off, it's going to look very much like probably like multiple submarines connected together. And I think
I'm just picturing a space narwhal now.
If you think about it, nature evolves forms that are very, very effective and efficient. And, we can take we could really take a page out of nature's book. Although I'm still curious. I've still always been curious about a machine race that decides that the best platform to put its programming in is bipedal.
They don't. The Geth programs that are the Geth platforms that are bipedal are there specifically because they may need to manipulate the technology of other species.
Oh, see, that's what happens when you...
they're tools.
That's what happens when you read all the dang entries.
Hell, if you look around, another side effect is that remember that the Geth were they're in Mass Effect 2 will cover this, but they don't have, or they don't exist in those bipedal or quadrupedal platforms unless there is a specific need to. Otherwise, they're just programs in a server.
Right. Yep.
So with
and
and they'll upload to a bipedal platform when they need to do mechanical work because, as it turns out, sometimes you need to turn a wrench.
It's true.
You can't just you can't computer program your way through that problem.
It's true. I gotta admit, even with the thunderstorm, this is definitely the nicest planet we've been on.
Yeah, it'd be a great little resort area. You got a nice little atoll style island chain. You've got warm, lovely weather. You've got Geth pirates. I mean,
Arr.
Well, in their case, it's more like.
So what are we supposed to do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
All
In
right.
charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG.
Karahi.
Oh.
For you kids, look up that word in World War II history.
What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
Or watch the eminently watchable
Band of Brothers.
miniseries Band of Brothers.
What? You're all they sent? I told the council to send a fleet.
I
Sorry.
understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here. It's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
What's Saren researching?
He's using the
That's so,
facility to bring his
that is so military. You're just repeating our job.
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
What's so important about curing this genophage?
It was the solution to the Krogan problem.
We introduced the genophage to the Krogan population after the uprising to quell their numbers. Without it, the Krogan will quickly overrun the galaxy, and these Krogan follow Saren.
All right.
Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army. He'd be almost unstoppable.
Exactly my.
And here's like the biggest moral conundrum that goes literally only one way.
I think so. Our people are dying. This cure can save them.
Yes, Rex, you're right.
This planet, the Krogan will
You are
become unstoppable.
absolutely right. But
Same mistake again.
do you want to be beholden to Saren?
We are not a mistake.
No, you are
Is he going
not.
to be a problem?
How
We already
dare
have
you?
enough angry Krogan to deal with.
Don't worry about it, Captain.
I do worry. That's why I'm still alive.
And that's why Kirihito is like one of the most awesome supporting characters.
True story.
In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can
A little dispassionate, but very,
nearby.
but still like a very, very professional.
Yeah.
Dispassionate
individual.
now. Wait until he gives that speech. Still gives me chills. I'm looking forward to it.
He'll be fine.
If you say so. But I'm gonna keep my eye on him, if it's all the same to you.
Shoot me a fish. Let's try not to kill my boyfriend, okay?
Unfortunately, the only way I can do.
This isn't right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
Easy there,
I
boyo.
understand you're upset, but we both know Saren's the enemy here. He's the one you should be angry with.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
Dude,
This isn't a cure, it's a weapon, and if Saren is allowed to use it, you won't be around to reap the benefits. None of us will.
That's a chance we should be willing to take. This is the fate of my entire people we're talking about. I've been loyal to you so far. Hell, you did more for me than my family ever did. But if I'm going to keep following you, I need to know we're doing it for the right reasons.
I mean,
Rex, these Krogan are not your people. They're slaves of Saren, tools. Is that what you want for them?
No.
but yeah, you see, prey species. You see how one eye has absolutely no picture on
I doubt
sight picture. So, although
Shepard.
and this is the thing that is overlooked. Couldn't you, like, I don't know,
Follow your lead.
back up the computer files on this?
Fine, Sarah. I want
Hey.
But no, Rex is okay. We did
thank
not.
goodness.
We did not have to shoot Rex.
Thank goodness.
Thank you for speaking with the Krogan.
Hey, look, I was worried. I love me some Rex. You know that.
As it is.
Sweet, sweet Rex.
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of sorts, we can convert our ship's drive system into a 20-kiloton ordnance.
Jesus!
Not effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss his Turian ass goodbye.
I love how the definition of nuke is now basically any sufficiently large explosion.
Where
All
do we
right.
take the nuke, and how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility.
Cool.
Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
Neat.
You want us to go in on foot? We don't have enough men.
Good. I prefer a straight fight anyway.
As opposed to all this snooping around.
We just don't have the numbers to meet them head on. I'm going to divide my men into two teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
Works for me.
You survive long enough to be useful.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true. I don't expect many of us will make it out alive. And that makes what I'm going to ask even more difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
We'll need someone who knows Alliance communication protocols.
I volunteer, Commander.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Solarians.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not...
Best line right here.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
First off, Lieutenant, I'm listening to the Gunnery Chief. Why? Because it says Gunnery Chief.
It would be better suited to the mission.
Now sit down and shut up and learn things,
Both
Lieutenant.
seem willing to sacrifice their lives if necessary, though if we are lucky, such sacrifices won't be required.
Take Caden.
Alenko, you're with
Yep.
the captain. Keep it simple. Understood?
Aye, aye, Commander.
That's the other thing, is that Alenko is an officer and thus knows how to
Detonation.
communicate, ostensibly.
Questions before we go, Commander.
He's also an officer on a ship full of officers. Thus, he's somewhat redundant.
He's picking me up.
We don't have very many NCOs.
We will engage the Geth as long as possible. Once the bomb is in place, we will fall back. to the
NCOs
drive
get shit
blast
done.
radius. If we move quickly, we should be able to escape with acceptable casualties. If not, then our memories will live on as martyrs to a greater cause.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you guys live, what, tops 30 years?
40.
40 years tops? Yeah, 40 years tops. I could live like 120, if not more. I got a lot more to lose.
All right, let's go.
Then if you'll excuse
Enjoy
me,
your suicide mission, Caden.
I could enjoy my sweet, sweet Rex.
Foolish while I'm gone, Ash. And that goes for you too, Commander.
We'll be fine, LT.
How could we? You're taking all the foolish with you.
Good luck.
All right, get your last words out,
Something you
Caden.
wanted to say, Caden?
It's just weird going under someone else's command. I've got so used to working with you. All of you.
Don't worry so much. We'll see you on the other side.
I know, I just wanted to say that it's been an honor serving with you, Commander.
Whatever happens, everyone just keep shooting. We go in hard, hit them harder, and we'll be the only damn thing that comes out the other side.
Hoorah!
Hoorah!
All right.
you all know the mission and what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage. We would be legends, but the records are sealed. Glorying in battle.
Oh,
Think
I'm getting
of our
goosebumps.
heroes. Silent step.
you're getting goosebumps? Mm-hmm. I think this is trite.
Every time I hear it, I get goosebumps.
Hidden facts.
Soldier, why is your rifle in the deployed position on your back? If it is deployed, it needs to be in your hands. Get that thing stowed.
Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped Arachni, but before that, we held the line.
Ooh.
Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line. Our
How many
influence
times
built
has his team
Sarah.
heard this damn
In the
speech?
battle today, we will hold the line. Good luck, Commander. I hope we meet again.
So many times that
What a cloaca! Can't we just do the job and go home?
so many times. Look, here's the thing, and I'll tell you this as former military and somebody who has heard speeches like this. The thing is that sometimes there are some speeches you hear so many times, but you love it every time you hear it, and it gets to the point where you're like, "Hey, boss, you ain't given the speech yet, and the new guys ain't heard it. And the new guys got to hear it."
Yeah, but I mean, just... Again, what a cloaca.
Comm check. Do you read me, Commander?
Let's rock!
Let's move.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use your help.
Alright. Rex, machine gun out, please.
Shadow is on the ground. Repeat.
Leave the sniping to Garrus, it's what he's good at.
It's a true story.
Lieutenant Alenko with AE Gore team.
Oh.
Runovi, Jayeto team. Oh.
Daka daka! Haha! My machine gun doesn't overheat. At all.
Nice.
How's this for suppressing fire?
Sexy. Was his legs standing there without...
Alright. Yes, I blew apart a guest leg. So, yeah, that was one, I guess. Everyone down below, get under this particular platform skirt.
Something scrambled the target.
If there's anything you love, it's getting under a skirt.
Take the
I yes, but
Oh, hey, what?
asshole.
I'm walking there!
All right. Hey boys, what are you doing?
Shooting Gav.
Way over there?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be like, I don't know, right here? Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
Calling sat strikes. JNO, watch for comm stations. Alenko, can you see anything?
That's right. Holy shit, that's an anti-tank rifle!
Yes, it is.
And... Haha.
Oh, he saw you.
No, he didn't see me. He saw something. He saw the comms tower next to his thing fucking explode.
I like thinking that he saw you, and it didn't do him a damn bit of good.
I built this thing. I could probably take down an armature with this thing.
There's one thing I love. It's powerful firearms. I love a lot of things, so...
Skadoosh.
Point blank range.
I took down a Krogan with this.
You disintegrated a Krogan. By the by.
Well, okay. I mean, I did take... What? Shit. Wanted to look at the map, but... Okay.
You took out the satellite tower, right?
Yep.
Alright, now we gotta go take out that refueling station.
Because we want Captain Kirahi to survive.
Damn right we do. Ooh. But that's smarted. Because I love me some Captain Kirahi. I don't care what anybody says.
Oh.
Ooh.
I just think he's a bit of a cloaca is all.
Yeah, I mean, everybody is entitled to their opinion.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. Double skadoosh.
Alright. Anti-aircraft fire basically throws much shit up into the sky as humanly possible.
I will say this, and there is one thing that I see lacking in a lot of sci-fi with ship-to-ship combat where there are snub fighters.
Mm-hmm.
The ships don't have flak cannons. I'm like, if you put flak cannons on, I don't know, a Star Destroyer, they wouldn't get blown up by X-Wings so much.
Speaking of X-Wings, the B-Wing and TIE Defender were added to Star Wars Squadrons.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, the B-Wing is slow, but it is a thing of beauty. You can equip it with a ion turbo laser and then a conventional turbo laser at the same time.
Oh, I'm feeling a little. I like it. I like it a lot.
Meanwhile, the TIE Defender is sort of you fart in its general direction and it'll blow up, but god damn is it great at protecting your capital ships.
I'll be honest with you. In the older X-Wing / TIE Fighter games, I loved the TIE Defender. But do they have? They don't have gunboats, do they?
No.
No.
No. The
That's a shame.
X-Wing, A-Wing, Y-Wing, U-Wing, B-Wing. Now.
U-Wing.
Yep.
Got a U-Wing.
Yep, they added the U-Wing from Rogue Squadron. It's
Nice.
a
Okay.
Disable the alarms. We can handle any guards inside.
damn right we can. And then as for the the Imperials, it's the TIE IN, the Interceptor, the Bomber, the Reaper, and then they just added the TIE Defender.
Speaking of the Reaper, I always wonder if the Geth are a living species. They are a sapient species. They are a silicon-based sapient species. An AI, if you will, but they are intelligent. They are...
I don't know if AI is right. They're right because right now they're as of right now they're still reliant on the Gestalt in order to perform higher functions that would be akin to an AI. Individual Geth programs are not sapient.
Yeah, so my thing is at one point in the game you find out that they do in fact have mythology. They have some rudimentary forms of mythology, and I'm just thinking, we kill enough Geth, one would think that their version of death would look like us. I'm just saying.
Shepard, I have become death, destroyer of Geth.
Right?
Oh, you're not a Geth. You're not wearing a lab coat. I guess I'm glad to see you.
Woo!
Lieutenant Gonto Imnes of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment captured your...
All right, Gonto.
I assume the fleet was called in to destroy the base?
Transmission wasn't clear. It's not coming.
I see. Then you must be the infiltration team. I know the captain. He will want this facility destroyed. My team was altered, indoctrinated.
What?
I knew about the breeding grounds, but the indoctrination is a greater threat. And far more horrible. I watched them reduced to the mind.
Oi.
Others died during the experiments. I ended them.
Do you know anything about the experiments they were conducting?
They were studying indoctrination. Symptoms, progress.
Huh.
Saren uses it to control his people. I don't think he fully understands it.
You don't say.
I just saw what it did to the others. Turned them into empty husks. I can't end up like that. Please, let me out.
Cool.
I'm opening your cell. Then you're on your own.
Don't look back and hope to outrun the blast, A better chance than I had before. Thank you, Newman. And good luck. You'll need it.
Say hi to your Uncle Morden for me. Now it's for these guys.
There's nothing left.
Oh, this is no way to treat a prisoner. Kill them, sure, but leave them like this.
Alright, put them out of their misery.
Like this.
I've never agreed more, Shepard. It's what I would want.
Exactly. It's that thud sound they make. See, I don't get why you get renegade points for that.
There is and even though this is a Canadian team that wrote this and made this, Western society views killing as inherently wrong, except for in very, very specific situations.
And
that was not one of the ones that Western society accepts as a specific situation. Mercy killing is not considered by many in the West to be an acceptable situation for killing.
And Western civilization is wrong.
I could not agree with you more.
I
have, in my career and in my time, I have seen absolute horrific quality of life for people, and end of life and all sorts of things. And it's
What do you want?
mercy killing is yeah. It
well,
is what it
particularly
is.
to the thoroughly broken who are prisoners of war.
Slow down. I need to know where you came from.
Well, first off, we shouldn't be torturing somebody
To the point of being a literal husk.
Anyways, I mean, if we want information, we can get information. We don't need people. We have technology to get information.
One of the most effective interrogations I've ever seen in movies is from Captain America when Tommy Lee Jones is sitting down with a nice steak dinner and a communique, and it's saying, here's the thing, I can't guarantee your protection.
The funny thing about that is I watched a speech by the amazingly great general. No words can describe this man properly. General Mattis, who said he could get more with a 6-pack of beer and a pack of smokes than he could with torture. And that's
David Petraeus said the same thing.
I think so too. I think generally speaking, the military is a firm believer in the reality of torture being both ineffectual and morally and ethically apprehensible. and unnecessary.
Yeah, the reason why it's acceptable to the intelligence community is that the intelligence community is ostensibly on a timetable, and ostensibly doesn't have the time.
Hey, hey!
It was an accident. He can take it.
Do not shoot that sweet backside.
But I say ostensibly because it's wrong.
Absolutely. It's just, it is. It's wrong, ineffectual, whatever you want to call it.
Well, both. There was I think it was I don't know if it was the Hurt Lock. No, it was Zero Dark 30.
Zero Dark 30, yep.
Where they show prisoners being tortured, and what else do they show? That it didn't work. It was meaningless. They were given bad info. Because the people being tortured just wanted it to stop.
Facts. Now, here's the thing that we and many effective intelligence agents know is that there is always somebody who is willing to do something for something. Now, a lot of times it's money, but sometimes it's something else. And it's about figuring out what that thing is and being able to give it to them. It's an exchange.
Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late. Everyone in this place is trying. Do I look like a soldier? I'm a neuro specialist, and this job isn't worth dying over. Or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too. Give me one reason I should help. I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in.
Cool. Now this is another thing.
Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
You conducted brutal experiments on helpless test subjects. You helped some. You don't get to live.
I just did what I was told. I didn't have a choice. I'm sorry.
Sorry doesn't help.
No! No!
Mostly because, as a little peek behind the curtain, she's indoctrinated, and in Mass Effect 3, she will kill a team of Asari scientists working to help you in Mass Effect 3. So, and you don't have the option to kill her in 2.
It's true.
So, best to just plug her now.
Yeah, I mean, I think, killing somebody flat out is more merciful than a lot of other techniques used to...
Hey, she saw it coming.
It was to her face.
I didn't do what Moff Gideon did, where it's just like, you can take the boy and leave, and then hit the lightsaber.
Spoilers.
Commander, look over here. It's another beacon.
By the time this broadcasts, it'll be a couple months after that finale aired.
It's true.
So,
it's okay. I'm not. Oh.
All right, pack your bags, Shepard. You're about to go on a trip.
Green smoke. I wonder what this is.
Oh my god!
I'm so high! Oh, I'm tripping balls.
Shepard, you forgot to mix the nitrous oxide in a 1-to-1 ratio with the ether. Now get the intermix right and huff, goddammit, I need you at your best!
Oh, huff that green shit.
Wow. That was interesting. I'm gonna need a few minutes to come down off of that, so we're gonna take a quick break and we will see you next time.
Deuces!